Good old D40LF. I rode a 2010 model on my way up here, and we're at the intersection of Bayview Avenue and 16th Avenue here in Richmond Hill. Once again in suburbia. And what's up, y'all? Alex here. As I said, we're in Richmond Hill right now, north of Toronto. And yeah, just as I said, I actually walked up a few blocks from a plaza where I filmed a Dover elevator. Now gonna make a walking video here along 16th Avenue to Yonge Street. We're walking west right now. And yeah, well, hope you guys are doing well. It's another warm day here in the GTA. It's around 15 degrees Celsius. Yesterday was so freaking hot. Let me tell you, it was 20 degrees Celsius. I think that may have been the first time this year digits reached 20. I think. I could be wrong. But it's not around 15. Even I probably couldn't. I probably could have just left my sweater at home, but I guess that's okay. But I'm gonna make a little boring walking video here because there's not really anything to see. But I didn't make any videos yesterday, even though it was really nice outside. Unfortunately, I kind of had a shitty day yesterday, but then I felt better when the Maple Leafs won last night. Again, 3-2 in overtime over the Ottawa Senators. And now they take a 3-0 series lead, a win away from sweeping the Battle of Ontario and looking to advance to the second round for the second time since 2004. You know, as I've said before, the Leafs were very well known for their playoff disappointments. But this team is so freaking different. Let me just tell you, the coaching, the goaltending, it's probably been the best we've ever seen in years past. So I didn't expect the series to almost end up in a sweep because, I mean, we're playing against Ottawa, a good team, but they've had our number in the regular season. They're in the playoffs for the first time since 2017, and they're inexperienced. And we just dominated them. And tomorrow night, the Leafs have a chance to sweep the first round for the first time since 2001. So that is very exciting. To try and take my minds off the shit that happened to me yesterday, Richard's friend was able to secure tailgate passes for Maple Leaf Square, right? So it's where hundreds of fans gather around Scotiabank Arena and partake in giveaways, rallies, and of course, watching the game together. I've always wanted to do that for a while. But the only downside, even though there was like stuff to do, I mean, it was so loud. But that's the passion of Leafs Nation, and we all erupted for the goals. Like, I've seen so many videos, so many freaking videos of the crowd at Maple Leaf Square reacting to those goals. And of course, I posted a short when Simon Benoit scored the game-winning goal in overtime. Originally, I thought it was Matthew Nyes, but it was Benoit. And what a hell of a defenseman this guy is. Seriously, he's just owned Ottawa, like, start to finish. And what a series it has been. We're just one win away from closing it out. I honestly thought the Leafs were going to lose this one. Yes, we gave up the first goal, but in the end, we just fought back. And even if we lose Game 4 tomorrow night, I wouldn't mind, because I would love for the Leafs to clinch the series on home ice. And that wouldn't be until at least Tuesday nights if the Sens force a Game 5. But I guess they're gonna have to lock the fuck in and try to get something going. But as for us, this is a different playoff team. Last year against the Bruins was so abysmal. The core four didn't do jack shit. not enough points. They only scored like under 2 goals, like 2 goals or fewer. It was a mess, but the coaching change is what really drove this up, and especially the passion. Are those hawks I see? Or, yeah, they look like hawks. But yeah, get ready for Game 4 tomorrow night in the nation's capital. Oh man, I kind of almost lost my voice yesterday. All the screaming and cheering. You should have seen the short I just posted. And I was recording at the right place at the right time. And it was a very quick overtime too. Benoit ended it at a minute 19 in. So it was very, very quick. And I got home fast with the subway, so... And now I'm up here in Richmond Hill. Because again, I didn't make any videos yesterday. Even though I should have, because it was so nice, but I really wasn't feeling up to it. But the reason why I'm in Richmond Hill is because, just did some elevator hunting, make this walking video. Now when I'm done school for the summer, I'm gonna try my best to make more videos as I possibly can. I've also ran out of transit content again, so now they're gonna be more sporadic, but luckily I just filmed one. Hey look, there's an autism camp here. And what else? But yeah, summer is just around the corner. It was crazy to hear about, it was crazy that the first thing I woke up to yesterday morning was the news that a male was fatally shot by Peel Regional Police at Pearson Airport, and the scenes were so freaking chaotic. I thought it was like a mental health crisis or something, because they didn't know that the guy was in mental distress. I mean, we don't know what he was up to, but they did note that he was in some sort of dispute, and he produced a gun. And unfortunately, that's when things went downhill. But that's what happens when you bring out a gun on someone. You fuck around and find out. So again, very upsetting situation, especially at the airport. And then of course last weekend when a 16-year-old also got shot doing the same thing because he was at a traffic stop at freaking Bathurst and Shepherd. A fucking idiot decided to he just ambushed the officer. Well, thankfully, none of them were injured, but it could have been worse and worse. So, well, they got him, and that's what happens. So, unfortunately, though, society is just fucked up nowadays. But I'm in Richmond Hill mostly because I'm going to Hillcrest Mall after this. It's just down the street from here. I'm going to check out the Hudson's Bay store there because it was just announced that they're going to indeed liquidate and close the 3 remaining locations here in the GTA. There's the 16 bus, the Yorkdale, Hillcrest, and the downtown flagship stores. They're indeed closing, marking the end of a 355-year run for this historic Canadian company. And as you guys know, I am still working on a tribute video where I visit every Hudson's Bay store in the Greater Toronto area. I'm almost done, but now that the liquidations for the 3 remaining stores have been announced, initially they were spared from liquidation, but court files have ruled that Hudson's Bay wasn't able to find a buyer for those locations, and so they just decided to outright close them, and it could be over the next 2 months. So now my plan is to finish visiting the remaining locations. I'm gonna do it like week by week, and then I'm gonna make a video at the downtown store just separately. Other fellow YouTubers, Johnny, Ken, they've already made videos at the flagship store. That was when the news broke out that almost all the stores were closed except for the downtown store. But I am definitely gonna make a video of that store now that it's up for liquidation. So again, very, very sad. But people are also in a rush to save up the colors, find some discounted merch. Hey, look, there's the 85. So yeah, it's very, very sad. I mean, I've been going to the downtown and Yorkdale stores ever since I was a little kid. And of course, the flagship store holding a special place in my heart. Look, the Canadian flag is a half-mast because Pope Francis passed away on Monday. I think it was Monday. Look at that, it's Toronto Maple Leafs flag and a squirrel. But yeah, the funeral for the Pope is tomorrow. I haven't really seen a squirrel since I left my place. But we got one. All right, so I'm gonna cross to the other side here. It's Berwick Crescent. Yoshi, Sapan, Liam, and Kyle Walker, as I'm speaking, they're at a hot pot restaurant right now. I was gonna go, but because of how I've been feeling, I just decided to pass on that. Oh, we got an ambulance responding now. Oh, they're building new homes here. Again, all the election signs here because of big days coming up on Monday. What a record turnout of advanced voters. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, or I didn't have time, but I'll have to wait till Monday to cast my vote in, because this is a very, very, very serious election. So many issues we're dealing with, especially with Trump. His friggin' tariffs, his threats to sovereignty, a lot of bullshit, but it feels like we're now standing our ground. Canadian pride is regained, and everything is on the line, essentially. Will it be Carney or Poilievre? Because the friggin' NDP doesn't have a chance. But some of you guys are gonna be mixed. Okay, I was gonna walk away to the next light, but we'll just cross right here. Unfortunately, though, the YRT fare is very expensive. It was raised from $3.88 to $4, and that's just nuts. So, more money is going to be taken off my card. I think the big test is when I go to Oshawa and Pickering, maybe next week, so I can visit the last two Hudson's Bay stores there, and then I gotta go to Newmarket as well. And then here's Red Maple. And now we're going over the CN rail line. So we're almost at Yonge Street now. And also, notice all the Asian names here. Yes, because Richmond Hill has a huge population of Chinese and Korean immigrants. I don't know about Japanese, but a lot of Chinese people live around here. Although I'm not going to get into detail, the reason why I was feeling pretty shitty yesterday, I don't know, I kind of ended a friendship with someone who I've known for like 2.5 years. And it's not my fault, because it's so frustrating, because he was actually accusing me of some stupid shit. He's always been a weirdo. I've tried to ask him, what's going on. He either wouldn't tell me or make up some sort of fucking excuses. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I can't deal with this guy anymore. Like, he just gets on my nerves. The other day he was texting me so much stupid shit. Again, I'm not gonna go into detail. I told other friends about this. So to keep an eye on him, or don't even talk to him. In fact, one person actually, I'm not mentioning names, by the way, because because maybe this guy's watching my videos right now, but if you're out there, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be around you anymore. You're not even a good person. I'm sorry. I think you pretended to be all fucking nice and shit like that. But come on, slandering my name, just falsely accusing me of things I didn't even do. It's a load of fucking bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry, but go fuck yourself. My feelings are already hurt. I was talking to my... Oh, hello. Wow. I think those kids actually saw me from the school bus. But hopefully they didn't hear me swearing just now. But anyway, unfortunately, I mean... I'm not gonna let this shit dwell on me. I'm gonna talk to Henry more about this to get like advice, because he too has been falsely accused of things he didn't do, and he's also publicly called out viewers and stuff like that. I mean, Henry's a very good guy, so. But unfortunately, this individual, he didn't even get a chance to apologize or something like that. I mean, I tried to be reasonable with him, but this guy really just wouldn't have it. So, yeah, yes, my feelings are hurt. My heart's broken because he did something very wrong. I'm sorry, you're not even a true person. Richard just told me to like move on. He said, this guy sounds like, because after I got home, I was speaking to him on the phone, and Richard's like, he sounds like a very crazy, strange individual. Like, I know, right? Like, what the fuck? Oh, there's Hillcrest Mall. So we're getting closer to the end here. I gotta try and think positive now. You know, the Leafs are winning. Could be months until the Eglinton line's open. I don't know. But I'm also worried if this guy continued to hang out with my other friends. Well, I told them about it, and I told them, and they said, you know, thanks for speaking up, you know, we're all with you and stuff like that. Because they're also concerned about this guy as well, so. And as someone with anxiety, like, I get upset very easily. Like, I'm an emotional guy, right? But I'm starting to power through it because, I mean, it sounded like this guy was a fake. Again, I'm not mentioning names at all. But as you can see, there is Hillcrest Mall. I've only been there like I think two times. But I'm gonna go in there, film some elevators, check out the Hudson's Bay store that's now up for liquidation. So now I got 2 tribute videos for the Hudson's Bay company I'm working on. So stay tuned. I'll probably make a community post at some point. Yeah, anyway, that's just my little vent here. I mean, unfortunately, there's so many fucked up people. The fact that he's not telling me, doesn't want to tell me anything, or refuses to apologize, this really shows how fucking horrible he is. And again, I've known him for like 2.5 years. That's I really hope he doesn't show up in Henry's streams or Johnny's or whomever. But thankfully, the Triple T community is a very awesome community. Henry's gonna try and go for an 11-hour stream on Sunday, because one weekend, I think it was on his birthday or another day, he went up for like 10 hours, which is so long. He's not new to this though, because he's done it before, but I don't know. I really feel Henry's much older than me, but he really tells us how it is. He doesn't take shit from people. I really, really do appreciate the support from him. And he's dealt with a lot of trolls and fake people in his life, especially on YouTube. I guess school's over. But we're gonna wrap things up now. This used to be like a Texas BBQ restaurant here. Just closed. But we're almost done. But we made it to Yonge Street. There's the Viva Blue BRT, which is the only frequent route in the system. The rest are very inefficient. In fact, Miles in Transit just made a video documenting the whole BRT system. And like, he rode the entire network, and as a whole, he had to wait like over an hour and 10 minutes. Not for one bus, but like in various parts of his adventure. So that really goes to show how so bad the system is. And if there was a way to add more buses, but at least the Yonge Street line is the only frequent line in the Viva network. But they gotta do more work and probably like lower down the fares as well. Because, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. I'm gonna go to Hillcrest Mall, hang out there for a bit. I'll see you on the next one. Elbows up, go Leafs, go! I'll think of other ideas for this weekend. Hope it's gonna be nicer weather out there. Today's not so bad, but I don't know. It could be raining tomorrow, but I guess we'll see. All right, guys, take care. Adios, and bye-bye.